Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk about how to choose the right foundation. I have been quite guilty in the past of just feeding into the hype on YouTube and buying whatever anybody's talking about or whatever is new. That is not the right way to choose a foundation. You really have to buy one that suits your skin type. No two people have the exact same skin, and everyone usually has special needs, and if you don't, then yay for you. But you can usually put people into categories when it comes to their skin. Usually people have either oily skin or dry skin or normal skin or acne prone skin, or some people are fortunate enough to have really great skin. So let's start with oily skin. If you have oily skin, then I would recommend that you use either a powder foundation or a long wearing foundation, because these are the foundations that are going to be best suited to your skin type and your special needs. If you use a powder foundation such as Bare Minerals, or a drugstore version would be Maybelline Mineral Power, these are going to come in the form of a powder, and what you're going to do is you're going to buff these into your skin, and kabuki brushes work good for that. Or powder foundation also comes in the form of a compact, such as MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. And this is basically the same thing, except it's been pressed into a powder, and you can apply it the same way. Another option is to choose a long wearing foundation, such as MAC Pro Longwear, or Revlon Color Stay is a good drugstore version of that. And these are going to have ingredients in them that are going to help your foundation to last all day. Now, if for whatever reason you don't want to use any of those or those types, something that you can do is use a liquid foundation and then use a setting powder, but that probably isn't going to work quite as well as these things that I just showed you. Now, if your skin is acne prone, chances are you're oily, because the acne is caused from having too much oil in your skin, and then your pores get clogged, and then that's what creates the acne. Sometimes it's hormonal, sometimes it's what you're eating. There's a variety of things that can cause that, but we won't get into that too much. I'm just basically talking about foundations and which ones are right for you. So those are the ones that I would recommend if you have oily or acne prone skin. If you have dry skin, then chances are your skin isn't dry all over. But if it is, then absolutely a cream foundation such as CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless, which is just a cream. And another good one is Maybelline Smooth Mousse Foundation. I like that one a lot. And also there is a MAC Mineralized Foundation that comes in a compact. Those other two that I just mentioned, I don't have them to show because I use them all up because I like them so much. But yeah, cream foundations are wonderful for dry skin, and I think are best. Now, most people have, well, maybe that's a overgeneralization, but okay, many people have combination skin. Their skin doesn't really fall into any category because it's one way in some areas and another way in others. For those people, which really does include myself, for as much as I say my skin is very dry, it's actually combination because it's dry in some places and normal in others. I have a dry T-zone, which is unusual because many people have an oily T-zone. Well, I have a dry T-zone, which it means my chin, and all this area is very dry on me, and then the rest is okay. Usually, depends on what foundation I use. But anyways, yeah, if you have combination skin, or if you have normal skin, then a liquid foundation is probably going to be best for you, because you can either use it on its own, or if you want a really flawless finish, you can set it with a powder. Now keep in mind, if you have dry skin, the chances are that powder that you put over your foundation is going to aggravate your dry skin. So if you're talking about just a day-to-day, everyday thing, then you probably don't want to set it with a powder. But, you know, if you're one of those people that your skin has to look perfect every day before you leave the house, then that's really what you have to do to get it to look that way. Another option is what they call a cream to powder makeup, and this is one by Milani, but there are many different brands that make them. This goes on like a cream, but when it dries, it's going to have a powder finish. Now again, this is probably going to be better for someone that does not have oily skin or dry skin, because the cream part of it could aggravate an oily skin or acne-prone skin, and the powder part of it could aggravate someone with dry skin. Now, I have heard differently about this, but my first-hand experience tells me that this is not the best foundation for someone with dry skin, because the powder that's in it could become a problem. But I have been told different from people that work at department store counters. But, you know, unless they actually have that kind of skin and have used it, then they're just going by what the company is promoting. Something else to keep in mind is, if you have the opportunity to actually read the ingredients that are in the foundation, this makes a difference. A lot of times it's on the packaging that comes with the foundation and not on the foundation itself. Like, for example, this is a bottle of NARS Sheer Glow. Nowhere on this bottle does it tell me what's in it, but the box that it came in has got the ingredient list. Well, it's pretty much the same thing with department store and drugstore makeup. So hang on to that packaging, because you may want to look at it, maybe not right away, but down the road, once you actually start using it. And if you have some kind of a problem with the foundation, that packaging and that ingredient list is going to be a clue as to what is going on with your skin, if you get some kind of a reaction from it, or if the foundation doesn't work for you. The ingredients have to be listed in the order of largest to smallest. So when you read the ingredient list, if you see alcohol on there, which chances are you will because it is in a lot of foundations, the higher up it is on the list, or the closest to the first items listed, is going to tell you how much alcohol is in the foundation. And the same thing applies with any of the other ingredients. There are certain things that can become irritants to certain people's skin. If you have sensitive skin, then alcohol and many other ingredients could be an issue with you. And if you buy foundation after foundation and it's creating problems for you, you may want to compare ingredients on the different foundations that you bought to try to figure out exactly what it is that is bothering your skin. I think that just about covers it. Hopefully I reached into all the different kinds of foundation that are out there and gave you some ideas as to what is going to work best for you. A lot of it is trial and error, because there are different ingredients in different foundations. I have found, for me, my skin is, like I said, combination, but can be very dry in places. So creams definitely work best for me. Oh, I just thought of another category that I didn't talk about. Tinted moisturizers. Right now, a lot of people on YouTube are hyping the BB creams, which is basically a tinted moisturizer that has a lot of sunscreen in it. BB creams and tinted moisturizers work great for people who have nice skin. I noticed that what some of the gurus have been doing is to try to turn that into a regular foundation. They're putting a powder foundation on top of the BB cream. I don't know if, if that works good for them, wonderful, but I don't see why you would want to mix products like that. Why not just buy the foundation that you need for your skin? But I think this is a way of them using something that's hyped and then adapting it to suit their own needs. Just an idea I had. But yeah, tinted moisturizers and BB creams are great for people who have good skin to start with. Because really all the foundation is, the purpose of the foundation is to even out your skin tone and possibly cover up some kind of flaw that you have. Like in my case, I have really bad acne scars from when I was a kid, and I also have the hyperpigmentation, which just means that the pigments of my skin are not even all the way across. So I would say, if you have really good skin, why use a heavier foundation than what you really need to? So yeah, if you have good skin, then definitely go with tinted moisturizers and or BB creams. And that is it. I knew I was forgetting something. So if you have any questions or anything, I mean, obviously I can't recommend a foundation if I can't see you, so, this is the best way I can try to help anybody who's not sure about what kind of foundation to use. But yeah, I have fed into the hype myself over the years, and I'm not going to do it anymore. You are going to see me using a lot of different foundations in the future because I'm trying to use up. I have a whole drawer full of foundations that I have bought over the last couple of years, and I really want to try to use as many as I can before they go bad, because the shelf life on them is ideally a year. You might be able to get 2 years out of it, but if you notice that the foundation is changing in color, texture, smell, anything like that, throw it out, because that means it has gone bad. I have already had to back to MAC my Studio Sculpt foundation for that reason. So now I'm not buying any more until I use up some of the ones that I have. So yeah, that's it, I guess, for foundation talk. And for products today, I am wearing Makeup Forever HD foundation. Oh, and by the way, with the HD foundations, that has nothing to do with your skin. It just has to do with having your skin look good for flash photography. So if you are someone who gets photographed a lot, or if you want your foundation to look, if you want your skin to look good for pictures like bridal makeup or something like that, special occasions, then that's the purpose of the HD foundations. But anyways, I'm wearing Makeup Forever HD foundation. The Essence Forget It Concealer Palette, I'm using the peach color as an under eye corrector. My blush today is MAC Hang Loose Mineralized Blush, and this was limited edition. I found it at a CCO. I just swirled the two colors together, the coral and the purple. Urban Decay Primer Potion is my eyeshadow base. And then I used MAC Big Bounce eyeshadow in Counter Assets, and this is purple cream eyeshadow. I did do a video about this eyeshadow. That was one of the MAC collections. And on top of that, I put Makeup Academy Eye Dust in shade number 2. My eyeliner is MAC Pearl Glide Intense Eyeliner in Designer Purple. This was a limited edition eyeliner. My mascara today is Estee Lauder Magnascopic Mascara. And then I filled in my brows with Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer in Blonde. I used the Catrice Lip Designer lip pencil in Nude Rose. And then I blotted that a bit and used Barry M lipstick in number 143. They don't have color names, just numbers. And then my all-time favorite lip gloss, which is MAC Dazzle Glass in Via Veneto. This was limited edition. I found it at a CCO. My nail polish today is Funky Fingers in Riot, and I do not recommend this polish. You know how much I love Funky Fingers, but I don't love this one. It looks quite glossy in the bottle, but it dries to a matte finish, and I don't care for matte fingernail polishes. Now I could put a glossy top coat on top of this, but I just wanted to show it to you, and I took the picture of it with nothing, no top coat or anything on it, just so that you could see the true nature of the polish. But this was, in plain English, this was a bitch to put on. Because matte polishes are very hard to work with, plus this is like a fluorescent purple, so it was hard to apply, not in the sense that how it went on, but it went on, didn't have good coverage. It wasn't very opaque, so I had to keep putting more and more on to get full opacity. It actually could have probably used even one more coat, but I didn't dare put another coat on because I was afraid that it would never dry. But yeah, so I've started off with one thick coat, and then I had to put another coat on top of that, but I don't really like to go 3 coats with anything. But anyways, yeah, Funky Fingers Riot. I would not recommend it because hard to work with for a variety of reasons, and it is matte. So that's what I have for products today. Let's see, my shirt is Marona from Target. My necklace is the large compass necklace from Target. This ring is from Kohl's, and this bracelet is from Old Navy. And that's it, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.